Good afternoon, ladies. This is Diane Tuggle from the Happy Scrapbooker, and this is the last card in my series of cards with Impressions of Bloom. So this is going to be the card that we make today, and I'll show you some of the products we'll be using. Of course, we'll be using the Impressions of Bloom stamps and dies. So the dies have oval. This is a stitch frame, an oval background die, and they do nest in each other. Lots of leaf dies and floral dies, and the floral dies have a separate piece that embosses while you cut it out. You don't have to use it. You can just cut out the outline and stamp. But I do like the detail that it gives, and it's for the centers and for the leaves. Anyway, I just love this stamp set. And we'll be using the More Messages. This is a stamp and die set. So here is the stamp. It's all one big stamp. And you stamp it all at one time, like that. And my piece is 4.5 wide by 6 long. And then you line up your die. On this one, I went down too far. If I'd have gone, it would have been perfect. I'd have gone right there. But anyway, I'll use all the other pieces, and that piece right there I'll still use. I just put a flower at the edge. So that's how you use that one. And this is what I've done. I've cut a bunch of them in different colors, and I just sorted through and put all the ones that go together with a little paper clip or peg. So then I don't have to go scrambling through everything to find it. So that's a little tip for you. And we'll be using 2 embossing folders. So the embossing folder for this background is the Distressed Brick embossing folder. And the other one, hold on a minute now, I must have laid it down in my pile here. Where is it? I thought I just used it. I know I just used it. Well, here it is. Okay. It's the mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. So that is what this background is right here. So it's that one. So we use 2 embossing folders and 2 stamp sets to make this card. The other cards in the series, let me show you what they look like. This is one. This is one. And this is one. And then this one, I wanted to be part of it, but I realized after I made it that this lattice work die and this little mini flowers, they're all in one set, and it's called Linked Together, and it has been retired even though it hasn't been out very long. But I did make the video, and you can, if you have that already in your stash, you can go ahead and use that. Get a sip of water. Sorry, ladies, had to get a sip of water. So today, I'll put these together, put these away. We're going to be using this. Before I start my card, I want to talk about my challenge. So I have a challenge going on. This is the end of May. This is the 22nd, I think, of May 2025. And my challenge to you is to join my Happy Scrapbooker Facebook group page. It's a private page. And on that page, if you scroll through, there'll be a post that says challenge, and it has this die set and stamp set shown. It has some artwork shown, and it says to enter the challenge, you can make a fun fold spring themed card using Stampin' Up! Products. They do not have to be current, and I mean, they can be retired products. It can be a card you made last year, as long as it's a fun fold spring themed Stampin' Up! Products. And just for entering, I'll be asking you for your mailing address, and I'll be sending you a pack of the Stampin' Dimensionals just for going to the time of entering. I've got like 14 people in there right now. And if your name goes in the hat once you enter, and the last day of the month at 10 p.m., I'll be pulling a name to win this beautiful stamp set and die set, brand new one. See, that's the one I use. And it's a $54 value. You will get it free from me. And this so that I can grow my Facebook page and hopefully get some more customers. So I'm going to go ahead and start this card. So I have a regular card base 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and I'm going to reinforce this a little bit so it'll lay flat. And the first layer that we're going to put on is this mini corrugated layer. So when you run that through the embossing folder, the paper does shrink up slightly, because it's kind of a deep, it's like cardboard, corrugated. I think it's really cool. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. These cards are really elegant. I love the colors that I used. I used white, very vanilla, Secret Sea, which is the dark navy, Bubble Bath, which is the pale pink, Strawberry Slush, which is the brighter pink, and Crumb Cake, which is the tan color. Got to stick down there a minute. Okay. So the oval piece I ran through the distressed brick embossing folder. I'll let you see the texture there. And we're going to center that. So we need some glue on it also. And then the frame is Secret Sea. And we're going to put that on next. I'm going to use my fine tip glue. Now, the stitch frame does have like little holes where the stitching is. So you don't want to put a ton of glue, because it will come through it. Okay. So this just fits right around. Okay, that's the very vanilla right here on the white with the Secret Sea. So now we're going to work on I'm trying to decide, do I want this bow on here or not, but I think I do. So we'll go ahead and use a glue dot and put that on there and call that one done. So I'm going to stick my glue dot right there and stick my little tiny bow right there. And this is from it's called Twine 3-pack. And it has the strawberry slush and blueberry bushel and summer splash, I think, are the colors in there. Okay, so there's our base of our card. Now we're going to put these little flowers here, leaves on here. So I'm just going to pull the top leaf off because I don't need it. I don't want it sticking out over my flower. And I'm going to glue those down. And I'm going to use my fine tip glue. So this one's up a little bit. Save room for the little greeting. And this one we'll tuck under the greeting. So it can go like that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and do our flowers. So I cut the flowers in the bubble bath color, and then I stamped them with strawberry slush. So see the petal that sticks up? You're going to line up that same petal, and I'm going to put it on here so I don't get ink on my glass mat. Sorry if my head gets in the way. And that's all there is to that. And now we're going to put these little centers. So the centers, okay, ink on my hand. I cut one with the detail and one without. So these I used the centers without the detail, but I think I'm going to go with the ones that have the detail this time for this card. I'm just going to glue that whole fingers work. Glue that right in the middle. And then I'm going to flip them over. And I'm going to put a dimensional right in the middle. Well, I didn't hit the middle. Let me add another one. I don't want them to be wonky. And then my little middle scooted. Okay. So I'm going to put him with his little petal going up like that. And this one, I'm going to put it with the big petal. A little space in between, heading that way. So now we need our verse. In our verse, I have it stamped in the Secret Sea, which I just got ink from my fingers on it, and I have it stamped in the strawberry slush. So I can use either that. I kind of like that, or that one. Doesn't really matter. I think I like that one because it draws more of the navy in there. So we'll put a couple of dimensionals on the back of that. And then the die set has the cutest little tiny floral dies. Put him right there. And it cuts 3 at a time, and there's 2 of them in there. So it cuts these little tiny flowers. There they are. I need 3 of them. And all I do is decide where I want them. I want one here, I want one here, and one here. I just put a little dab of glue and lay them down. You could use your tweezers to pick them up if you want, but I'm just doing this. And then just to jazz them up a little bit, I'm going to use my rhinestones and put a rhinestone in the middle of these tiny flowers. And I need another bow. So Stampin' Up! Has a special going on until the last day of the month also, where you can sign up as a demonstrator for $99, and you get to have $165 worth of product for that. And if you're already shopping every single month with Stampin' Up!, why not get your own discount? And if you sign up under me, I'll help you out in any way you can. You can be your own best customer. You don't have to sell anything to anyone else. You can share your discount with your friends if you'd like. They're not restrictive in what you can do. And if you don't sell a single thing, all that happens is you just go inactive, and you still get $165 worth of product for $99. So you haven't lost a single thing. I squish that up. Put my little bow right there. Yeah. There's our last card. So remember the challenge. You could be the lucky winner of this beautiful Stampin' Die set. And then you can make your own set of cards like this. So thank you for watching, ladies. Have a good evening.